Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends, family, and colleagues. Wonder Woman movie being fast-tracked at DC Studios. Superman sequel announcement not imminent. Well, why would it be imminent? Obviously, the film is still in theaters, and so we're not even in the second week. They're not going to be announcing anything like that. James Gunn's Superman is now in theaters and has been performing reasonably well at the box office, well enough to serve as a launching pad for an entire franchise. In Variety's report on the first DCU movie's theatrical debut, its budget and the salaries paid to the cast and director, Gunn reportedly pocketed $15 million. The trade notes that the refrain heard on the Warner Brothers lot in Burbank around Hollywood was good enough, accompanied by a sigh of relief as Gunn's movie lifted off to $220 million worldwide, starting the beginning of a 10-year vision for DC. Though one box office analyst views Superman's opening weekend haul as a slightly underwhelming start for DC and Warner Brothers, the studio clearly intends to forge ahead with plans for its God and monster slate, although it sounds like a direct sequel to Superman might be taking a backseat for the time being. Although Warner Brothers has sequel options on Corn Sweat and Brosnahan, the sequel announcement does not appear to be imminent. Instead, sources say the studio is fast-tracking a Wonder Woman movie, and the studio is thrilled with Matt Reeves' just submitted screenplay draft for the sequel to The Batman. We first heard that a new Wonder Woman film was being worked on last month, and though the name of the writer has not been disclosed, it certainly sounds like Gunn, Peter Safran, and company are happy with how the script is progressing. So apparently there is a script being written. Wow. If the project is now being fast-tracked, there's a chance we might get some official updates fairly soon, and may even learn who is being eyed to play our next big screen take on the iconic Amazonian warrior. At this point, it seems pretty clear that Gal Gadot will not be reprising the role as Wonder Woman. Before it was announced that the DCEU was being rebooted, a third Wonder Woman movie was in early stages of development, with Patty Jenkins set to direct. However, this changed when Gunn and Safran took over as co-CEOs of DC Studios, and the threequel was shelved. According to one report, the initial plan was to move forward with the project under the DCU banner, but it was actually Jenkins who decided to walk away after receiving notes on the treatment she submitted to the studio. It seems Warner Brothers higher-ups weren't completely sold on her pitch, which was said to contain character arc problems which rivaled that of Wonder Woman 1984. Several actresses have emerged as fan-favorite picks to take over from Gadot, including Scream and Abigail star Melissa Benoist, who responded to the fan cast during an interview with the Shop magazine earlier this year. And we also talked about Adria Arjona as well, possibly being a Wonder Woman potential cast there. And so I think overall, super early in development, don't expect to see anything serious for the next couple months for Wonder Woman, in my opinion. Obviously, a lot of the attention is going to be on Superman, right? And then it's going to shift to Supergirl. Obviously, I think the Batman will be the topic of discussion and focus, and so everything else will fall into place from there. And don't forget Lanterns next year and Peacemaker in August. So ladies and gents, keep your eyes open for this. We'll keep updating on Wonder Woman, things like that, what's going on the inside with Warner Brothers and DC Studios. So ring the bell for notifications. Stay up to date with that. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video with some friends, family, colleagues. Let them know to subscribe and like as well. Be safe. It's Neff signing off.